everybody. Welcome to episode 20 of the Love Sockle podcast. This is just a little preview. I'm just recording a few seconds before I have to go do something. So I'll probably record the rest of this podcast when I get home. Ben and I are at a conference of the Evangelical Free Church, which is the denomination that our church is part of, for a couple days. And Ben is actually at the conference, but you could bring your spouse, so I get to come too. No kids. So we are having a fabulous time knitting on my Hedgehog Fibers teacup sock in the Blueberry Waffles colorway. No, pattern, sorry. It's the teacup colorway, Blueberry Waffles sock pattern, using my carbons, 2.25 millimeter. And I just finished the decreases for the gusset this morning, and I'm happily working down the foot. And this is sock number 2, so that is good. Hold on, I must finish this purl stitch before we talk further. And I made myself a stitch marker with some charms that I got at the craft store and some lobster claws for a little progress keeper. So I have a little snowflake and a little jingle bell. So I enjoy it, using that while knitting, because it tinkles while I knit, which is lots of fun. So anyhow, so I brought this sock with me, and I brought, how much I have left. It's plenty to finish. I'll have more left over for all my cozy memory blankets, all 2 of them. And then I also brought this sock. This is Gnome Acres in the Nomacana colorway on the house gnome base. And I'm using size 0s for these because this yarn is a bit on the skinnier side, so I'm using 0s. And these are the Nova Platina DPNs that Stephanie sent me to give a try, and I really enjoy them. I like them a lot. They're real smooth and they feel nice in your hands, so I'm enjoying using them. And I'm on the heel flap, and I'm using the heel flap from the Hermione's Everyday Socks pattern, the slightly modified Eye of Partridge heel. I think I'm saying that right. I may not be saying that right. I'm probably not, but I think that's what it's called. So I'm about 3/4 done with that heel flap. And this is sock number 2. All the stuff I brought with me are second socks. That's the only thing I brought with me, because I brought quilting with me, because my friend Tracy, she's also here with me, and we're going to do some quilting today while our husbands are at their meetings. Okay, so this sock that I brought, I forgot to show last time. This is also Gnome Acres, sorry, I had a brain lapse, in the Smell My Feet colorway, and this is just a basic 3x1 ribbing pattern. And I'm making these for Marshall, and I was supposed to have these done in time for Halloween, but it just didn't happen. I couldn't make it happen. So, but I do have number 2 going, and I'm about 2/3 done with the legs. I don't know. That's how far I am. And I made another stitch marker. This stitch marker is going to be used when I knit socks for Ben, because it's a baseball mitt with a baseball, and Ben loves baseball. He's a rabid, feral Mets fan, so he's so upset that the Mets lost the World Series. But, you know, he will survive. So I put a jingle bell on that one too. So it's fun to have a stitch marker for my boys' socks that are about something they love. So I think that's all. Yeah, that's all I brought with me. I do have some quilting over there, but I'll show that in a minute. I'll show that maybe when I record the next segment. So this is the we are away from home at a little conference getaway sock knitting segment, and I'll record the rest when I get back home. All right, thanks. See you in a few seconds. Okay, I think we're recording. I'm home now. We recorded a little clip at the hotel that we were at over the weekend, and so now I'm back home. And I can continue on with episode 20. Welcome again. I am Sarah, your host, otherwise known as Love Sock Wool on Ravelry and Instagram. And welcome to the show, such as it is. I hope you are all doing well and had a nice Halloween. I got sick with a cold. I still kind of have a cold, so I'm sorry if I'm snuffly or have to cough. It's been like over a week now, so whatever bug this is, it's hanging on. And yeah, I think we're kind of all been struggling with it. But I think we're getting better. It's a beautiful November morning. It's supposed to probably get almost to 60 today. It's really gorgeous out. All the leaves are golden and yellow, and it's sunny and beautiful. I'm only on coffee cup number 2. This is the Starlight blend from Caribou that was gifted to me, and while it is nice, it's lacking something. I need a more fuller bodied coffee, but I'm still enjoying it, but it's kind of a light coffee. I need something a little stronger. Okay. I've been knitting a lot on random different things. I haven't finished very much, but I've gotten a lot of progress on some old whips and some new whips. So I'll show you something I did finish. I did finish my teacup socks, which I showed in the previous segment. I was like here on one of them, and now they're done. So these are my hedgehog fiber sock teacup, the teacup colorway, in the blueberry waffles sock pattern, and I just really super love the way it turned out in this sock yarn because the stitch definition is so lovely with hedgehog. So I'm so happy to have these done. These were a joy and a delight to knit. So yay, one more pair is finished. It's the only pair I have. Oh wait, no. The brown Zitron trekking pair that I was so close to being done with. I finished them probably that night from the last time I recorded, and I've worn them and washed them. They're upstairs in my sock drawer. Oh, I should have brought them down because they look faint. They look just the same. Even though I've worn them and washed them, they look exactly the same. So 2 thumbs up to Zitron Trekking extra large. And I know some of you have ordered some, I think from the Loopy U, and I can't wait to see what you guys think of the Zitron Trekking tweed, because it's nice stuff. It's good sturdy sock yarn. I think you will enjoy it. And I need to get some more. I have some more of the red. I have quite a bit of the red tweed left over, but I want some other colors. But I'm not going to order any right now because I have other yarns that I have purchased, and I need to put the brakes on the yarn purchasing for a little while. Okay, other socks that I have finished. I excuse me, Instagrammed this sock a couple times. This is the Cascade Heritage Prints in the summertime colorway, and I can't even remember where I got this. I think I may have gotten it from NordicMart.com. I think. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember. But I've had it for a couple months, and I've been itching to knit it, but just hadn't gotten around to it. So, so the other day, I was like, I'm just going to cast it on. I'm just going to do it. So I got the first one done, and I put in a Fish Lips Kiss Heel, which made this sock zoom along very quickly. But it's not my favorite heel to do because, I don't know if you can see this, but there's like this loose spot right there. I mean, I know it's not that big of a deal, but it bothers me. I feel like I'm going to have to go back in there and sew that little loose spot up, but it's okay. I mean, I'm sure once it's on my foot, it's not that big of a deal, but but it's enough that it like makes me not want to do the Fish Lips Kiss Heel if I can't figure out how to tighten up that corner. But it's fine. Whatever. And no, I have not started the second one, but eventually, some year, I will get the second one done. But it is super buttery, delicious sock yarn. I cannot wait to knit more of it. I will go ahead and show you the skein that I ordered. So, okay, there's tons of these Cascade Heritage prints. There's tons of them. They have some Christmas colorways. They have one called Holiday. And it looks like peppermints and peppermint candy canes and Christmas trees. So I cannot wait to get this one going. They have it at, Simply Sock Yarn has the holiday color. It's called Holidays. So they have it at Simply Sock Yarn and this other website called theyarnattic.com. It's a little yarn shop out of New Jersey, but they have a website and you can get it from there as well. But everywhere else it's sold out. And they have there's another Christmas colorway that they have called Lights. So it's like Christmas tree lights. That one's really pretty. They have a lot of really nice colorways. Okay, other socks I've been making some progress on. So I'm at the heel flap of my Gnome Acres Gnomacana House Gnome socks, dyed by the lovely Amanda, who is Miss Gnome Acres. And you see, oh yeah, I already showed you this sock on the previous segment. So I'm a little bit farther on the heel flap from the previous segment, but I haven't made tons of progress. But hopefully this week I can get this one cranked out. And I don't think I maybe knit a few more rows on my Smell My Feet Gnome Acres sock, but not significant progress. And then last night, so in here, yeah, I picked up this Knit Picks Stroll Tweed sock that I showed quite a while ago. Just a plain vanilla sock, and this is a bin-sized sock, so I cast on 68 stitches. This is the Garnet Heather colorway. It's very rich and lovely. See, Garnet Heather. And I just picked it up last night because I was past the gussets and I was tired and I just wanted to knit plain and not think. So I'm almost halfway down the foot, which is fun. And now, because it's for Ben, I don't think I will run out of yarn, but I have all these delicious Knit Pick Stroll Tweed minis that the beautiful Amber Yarn Hoarder sent me, so I might throw in like a different color toe or put like a stripe or something towards the toe with one of these minis randomly. I'm not sure which color I'll do, but there's no lack of choices. So I'm excited to finish this one now. Again, it's just the first sock, so. But I don't have a pair of socks for Ben for Christmas. And Christmas is coming, and you know, it takes longer to obviously to knit socks for him, so I'm kind of concerned because I have not missed a Christmas of giving him a pair of socks for Christmas, so I gotta get on the ball here. I had a pair. I had the Crazy Zauberball in Jacoby Hosa, that kind of greeny gray brown colorway that I finished a couple months ago. I had tucked them away to give to him for Christmas, but then I ended up giving them to our friend Brian, who is also our pastor. We went to the conference with Brian and Tracy over the weekend. I gave them to him because when Ben was had to go to the hospital suddenly because he had that leg infection, it was late at night when, well, not like super late at night, but dark. And the hospital Ben was at was kind of in a part of town that I did not feel comfortable driving there by myself to take him his suitcase. So Brian was like, I'll take him his stuff, so then you don't have to worry about it. So Brian came over, picked up Ben's suitcase, and took it to the hospital for me so I wouldn't have to, you know, leave my kids with Priscilla and have to be driving after dark to not the best part of town in Minneapolis. So
Thank you, Brian. So he very deservedly got a pair of socks. So what are you doing, you little imp? So yeah, so now I don't have socks for Ben. Be careful, that's my coffee, okay? Be careful. One up and then you give it back because I just heated it up so it might burn you, okay? Alright, okay, go watch your Octonauts, okay? So anyhow, I need to finish a pair of socks for Ben for Christmas. So maybe I can get these done. We shall see. I never know what I'm capable of until I can finish it. Hey. No. No more coffee. It's the last thing in the world that you need. Okay. All right. What next? What shall I show you next? Oh, more projects were cast on. They're not socks. So speaking of things for Ben, so I've been watching Nina from This Old Knit podcast, and she's been working on a beautiful, handsome cowl for her husband in a Gnome Acres colorway called Gnomesome Dove on the Scruffy Gnome base. And I had to get some too. So this is Gnomesome Dove, and it's a tweed sock yarn. Hold on, there's like DPNs and random needles stuck to it. It's beautiful. It's like a lovely cornflower blue and kind of rusty browns and creams. So I am making Ben a cowl too, but not the willow cowl like Nina. This one is called Bizenia. I believe that's how you call it. This is not a very good picture, but it's by, I believe it's Hilary Callis Smith. I think that's who it's by. I didn't print out the whole pattern because like the first page of the pattern is just a full photo, and I try to save on my ink so I don't print that one out, which of course has the name and the author on it. But I'm pretty sure it's Hilary Callis Smith. And it's called the Xenia, Xenia. But it's really interesting construction because you start out knitting flat like a semicircular shawl, and then it goes, then you join into the round. So I'm still at the flat portion, and it's just a lovely textured pattern. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's kind of a variation of slip stitches and whatnot. So in a couple more rows, I'll then join it into the round, and then you've got like this portion. So I hope Ben will like it. He does not own a cowl, and I'm not really sure if he will wear a cowl. Not sure what he's gonna think of this, but I'm just going to do it. And then, hold on, this is falling over. That bothers me. I can't have that. We'll see what he thinks of this, but I am making it for him, and he better appreciate it. he will. Even, and if, you know what? If he doesn't wear it, then I will adopt it and wear it. So it's a win-win either way. Okay, so if I don't manage to get socks done, hopefully I can get a cowl done for him for Christmas. Again, we will see. So I worked on that like kind of exclusively last weekend when I got sick with my cold, and then I haven't worked on it at all this week. So I need to pick it back up and get it going again. Okay, more shawls were worked on. I have been putting a little bit of progress on my Garter Goodness by Stephen West, and I'm using 3 different colors. The lovely Woolen Vines, Halo Alpaca Monster Mash, and then this fun green is another crafty girl called Green's Not Easy. And the fun pink purple blue is Sparkle Base is also another crafty girl called Fairy in Training. So I've added, I think since the last time I showed it, I've added another wedge. You keep adding these wedges, and it just keeps growing and growing. It's very fun to knit, and I love the built-in I-cord. It just makes such a nice clean edge. A lot of Stephen West patterns have these nice built-in I-cords. And when I just am randomly kind of changing colors, and I use a magic knot. Because I don't want any ends hanging out to even later, so I'm just magic knotting whenever I feel like changing colors. So it's very enjoyable to knit. I like that a lot. Okay. And, okay. Oh, wait, no. I'll show you this in a second. That's my Cozy Memories blanket number 2, the pinky purple one. But I have more progress on another shawl that I worked on that I have not picked up to work on for a very long time. I started the Yowza 3 Weigh It shawl by the lovely Susan B. Anderson. I started this like back, I think, in April this year. And then this past week I just decided I just felt like knitting some squishy garter stitch, so I picked it up again. And look, I'm at the edge where you do the ribbing. So this is the Yowza 3, and it's a kind of that batwing triangular shaped shawl. And I'm using Malabrigo in the cactus flower colorway. And this is number 3, ball number 3. So I had 3 skeins, and I knit up the garter stitch with 2 of the skeins, and then when I finished the second, I'm like, okay, it's time to start the border. And I should have weighed all 3 skeins before I even started this project, because you're supposed to have 8 ounces, like a Yowza, what a skein by Miss Babs, but I figured, well, yardage wise, 3 skeins of Malabrigo is plenty. But when I did weigh the 3rd skein, because you're supposed to start the border when you have 3 ounces left. This is actually less than 3 ounces. I mean, the whole skein is actually a little bit less than 3 ounces, so I hope it'll be enough, but I'll just obviously keep an eye on my amount and just bind off if I think I'm getting too close, but I think I'll be fine. So I think I'm going to try to see if I can get 12 to 14 rounds or rows of the ribbing and then bind off. And I cannot wait to have this. I think it's going to be nice and big. I mean, look at it. And I like how the wingspan is quite generous, so I don't think I'll have any trouble wrapping it around myself. So yeah, I really, really have enjoyed knitting this. And of course I love the delicious marshmallowy Malabrigo worsted, because it's one of the best squishy yarns out there, and it's quite affordable too, and it comes in a plethora of colors. Okay, other little random things I've been knitting. I had shown this colorway a while back. It's the Post yarn from Simply Sock Yarn. It's a self-striping in Polworth, a Polworth nylon blend, and this is Jollyville, Texas. And Amber sent me this as well. And I was making a sock with it, but then I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna make it into a wrist warmer. And I'll have a Christmas wrist warmer. Or like a sleeve. I mean, it's just something that you can kind of tuck in, you know, if you're wearing your coat and you just want a little extra warmth. So I love how it turned out. It's ridiculously simple. I did make a project page for it on Ravelry if you want to see what I did. I mean, I'm using 2.5 millimeter needles. These are little 9-inch circular Eddie Turbos. 56 stitches, 2x2 ribbing, plain knitting, more 2x2 ribbing, but I put the numbers all on my project page if you want to take a look at that. I mean, it's completely ridiculous. You could figure that out just by looking at it. It's just, I'm just knitting a tube and throwing it on my arm when I'm done and calling it a wrist warmer. But it's very festive, so it'll be fun to have some Christmas wrist warmers. And this Polworth is just so cool. It's a really neat sock yarn base, and this is the first Polworth I've ever knit with, and it definitely takes dye beautifully, and it's just a really lovely lofty sock yarn. And I have tons of it. I could probably make a couple pairs with this skein. That's very generous. Skein. Okay, I'll quickly show you a teensy bit of progress on my pinky purple Cozy Memories blanket, which is inspired by the beautiful Kay of the Bakery Bears podcast. She's making a pinky purple sock yarn blanket, and I thought that was such a fantastic idea. I decided to do it too. So I think since last time I put these 4 squares on, since last time I showed you. This is Cyborg Craft Room, a Socolate in, what is this one? Space Oddity. And this is Stroll, Knit Picks Stroll in Duchess Heather. This is a gorgeous little mini that Anissa sent me in the little swap that we did. That's a really pretty, I'd love to know what yarn that is, Anissa. It's really pretty. And then this one is some Wool and Vine Footsie in Lady Hulk, which the color's not coming up super great, but it's like teals with purple and greens. So yes, working away on that. And then I've got my big Cozy Memories blanket over here. I think, hold on, I just have to reach. Is it in here? Yes. Quite a few squares on this one. I have one in progress with some opal. Okay, I think since last time I talked to you guys, I put a Cascade Heritage Summertime on, and then I put, this is the last tiny little bit of Drops Bobble from that hat I made Marshall a couple months ago. I only had the tiniest little bit, and I used it all up to put that square on. And then this is some little opal little prints that I got going, and I can't remember if I'd shown that I had put the Arnie and Carlos. And then these next 2 ones are mini skeins from Gnome Acres from her holiday mini skein set. I think this one is called Under the Tree. It's a sparkle base. I really, really like that one a lot. And I think this one's Eddie Griswold from National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And I think that's the bungalow base, her BFL. And this one is Christmas Ham. Isn't that hysterical? And that's on the House Gnome base. I love that one. And then this is a lovely mini that Alice Katie on Ravelry sent me. She sent me a bunch of lovely little minis just out of the blue, and I'm so grateful. And this is a Miss Babs. Is it Across the Universe? I'm not 100% sure, but I've never knit with Miss Babs sock yarn before, so it was really nice to give that a try. And it's very sturdy. It's like got some beefiness to it. Where did I put? Oh, here. I'll show you these cute little Christmas mini skeins from Amanda. I think it's like 10 of them, maybe. I have them in a baby food jar. I love these little minis. They're so cute. I love the mistletoe one with the little ribbon. I don't want to knit with this. I want to hang it up as my mistletoe this year for Christmas because it's perfect. I think this one's Christmas Pickle. Some other pretty, like 'Tis the Season and To Be Jolly. I love this one. It's a sparkle one. I think it's Winter Wonderland. And then another sparkle one is this one. What is that one? Not 100% sure. Might be 'Tis the Season. And then this one's Peppermint Mocha. That one is so pretty. I love Amanda's minis. I have another little baby food jar here with these are my little leftovers of the 3 that I put in my blanket with her little tattoos that she sends. Little nuggets. These little minis are the perfect amount for a little sock mitered square. I think each one is like exactly 5 grams. So yeah, it's like the perfect amount. We stick them back here in their highly sophisticated vase, and I just keep them up on my windowsill. I still have all my Halloween ones. I don't know if you can see, but they're up there. Oh, now I'm probably gonna make my camera fall over. Anyhow, fun Christmas games. Speaking of Christmas yarns, been obsessed. So I have my where did I put it? My holidays, Heritage Prints Christmas socks that I want to cast these on as soon as I possibly can. I was gonna do it immediately, and then we went out of town and I just got busy. But I have more Christmas yarn. Again, Nina, she is the inspiration for this. I saw that she had found West Yorkshire Spinners signature 4-ply. They have a Christmas colorway, and this one is Holly Berry and this one is Cherry Drop. And you can order this directly from the West Yorkshire Spinners website, and they ship it like very promptly. I think I had it within a week from the UK, which is really good. So I had meant to cast this on like the second it came in the mail, which I think was it last Monday or Tuesday it came? I can't remember. And then I just was like, oh, I've got some other stuff I really need to finish. So I resisted and got some other things worked on. So I still have to cast these on, but maybe I can do it later today. And I have them in my Santa Claus bag from last year. I wasn't able to sell this one because I don't remember what happened, but there ended up getting a little bit of a stain on the fabric right there. I don't know what happened. I think it happened maybe with my iron or something, so I couldn't sell it. I'm like, well, I get to keep this one then. And this is a nice roomy one, so there's plenty of room for all my Christmas socks. Yes. Okay. So, is there anything else? Oh, I should do the giveaways for the back to school socks cow, which I closed the thread probably days after it had officially ended. Thank you very kindly and muchly to everyone who participated in the back to school socks cow. It was very fun, and I am so impressed with everyone's beautiful, gorgeous socks, and I loved reading your little inspirations for how they spoke back to school socks to you. It was wonderful to see. So I've got 4 prizes. I picked 3 from the finished object thread and 1 from the chatter thread. First up, number 6. The Ravelry name is Wims, W-I-M-S. I don't know your first name because it was not on the Ravelry profile, on your profile. But she lives in Norway, and she's going to win the paper. Colorway by Yarn Enabler. So congratulations, Miss Wims. So if I don't hear from you, I'll PM you, but if you are watching this, definitely PM me and give me your mailing address, and I'll send you this really fun, unique skein. Okay, and the second winner of the finished object thread, oh, thank you, Juliet. Number 55. Her Ravelry name is Waipahu. I hope I'm saying that right. W-A-I-P-A-H-U, and her name's Rhonda, and she's in Pennsylvania. You are going to win the Arnie and Carlos skein from the second series of Arnie and Carlos. And this is color 03761. I'm not sure what the name is. I did not look that up. But yes, so I hope you will be excited to receive that. And then the third winner from the finished objects thread is Miss Tracy Phoenix Fire. She's in North Carolina. You're going to win this gorgeous autumnal skein of Zitron Trekking. I'm kind of having a hard time giving this away because I think it's so beautiful. I think that's going to knit up so nicely. So congratulations. And then I picked one winner from the Cheddar thread, which is Coddington, Miss Autumn. I believe that's your name, Autumn. I apologize if I'm incorrect. You are going to win the unicorn sock bag, which I have not sewn up yet. But it is ready to be sewn up. I just have to actually do it. I got sidetracked with holiday bags. gonna do a lovely yellow zipper, and I even have the bottle cap. It's all ready to go. I just have to zip it up, sew it up. It will happen. It will happen this week. So congratulations to all of you, and thank you to everyone who participated. That was very fun. I'm trying to think what else I can show you. Quilting! Quilting has occurred. So I had mentioned last time that I've got a couple families that we want to do community prayer quilts for. So I ordered fabric for the one family and went ahead and started it. Where's my book? So I can show you. So I'm doing the Ballard, hold on, sorry if I shake things. The Ballard quilt for this one particular family who's just going through a lot of surgeries and tough times right now, and it's a gentleman. So I ordered the Downton Abbey Egyptian collection, which I don't know if you have seen that one, but here's the label. And I got this from the Fat Quarter shop, and I ordered a layer cake, which is the entire Downton Abbey Egyptian collection in layer cake form, which is 10-inch blocks, which is exactly what you need to make the Ballard quilt. And it's just all kinds of fun, colorful, Egyptian-ish style fabrics. And Tracy and I worked on them when we were at the hotel. And we've got 12 of them done already. And I ordered yardage of the Downton Abbey logo cream fabric for all the borders. It's going to be very dramatic and stunning, I believe. So we've got 12 done, and we have to get 30 done. It's going to be a good size. It's a lap quilt, but it will be a good sized lap quilt. So yeah, just wanted to show you that real quick. We are working hard. We're going to have another sewing night tomorrow night. So a couple of my friends are going to come over, and we're going to crank out some quilt blocks for our dear friends. And then the second community quilt we've got going is for a little guy in our church community who's been struggling with some illness, and so we are making him and his family a really sweet, scrappy, strippy quilt. And we're gonna do all these diagonals. Do not just love the sloth. So cute. So we're gonna do the diagonals, I think like 10 diagonal ones, and then we're gonna do a bunch of crazy log cabins. It'll just be wild, and we'll mix and match them all. I love the log cabins, they're so fun. So we only have 5 of those. We're gonna do 20. So we're getting there. Then I did do some more. I did one more square on my shabby quilt, but I forgot to bring it over, so I'll probably just have to show that one next time. So just thought I'd show you a little bit of quilting. It is very fun and enjoyable to do. All right, I think that is it. Hopefully I can get this to upload. I had the worst time the last time I tried to. I'm using YouTube Capture again, and I had a lot of trouble with it last time. I'm hoping that they've worked the kinks out. So, yes, I will leave you now. Enjoy your knitting. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you next time. Bye.